You know, when we closed those doors in March 2020, we really didn't have a clue when we were going to open again, and it was literally a matter of counting the cash reserves to see how long we could survive.
15th of March 2020, it was like a bombshell hit us all. We closed down, expecting to be maybe closed for 6 weeks, 8 weeks. From that, it dragged on for more or less a year and a half. It was very, very difficult. I think the most difficult part was the uncertainty about when we were going to reopen.
The uncertainty, the anxiety, people turning to me for information in terms of my staff.
But throughout all that period of time, the VFI stood behind us as an organisation. I said they were the voice for the publicans that were closed, and without them, I think we would have been in a detrimental position. I think the VFI represented us so well, putting us forward for recognition to the government, and the government agencies really took on board what the VFI had to say on our behalf.
It was absolutely fantastic to have someone at the end of the phone just to say you're not on your own. And sometimes just those words were great. You're not on your own, we're in this together, we'll work together.
And I think very quickly, you know, through daily updates, through information, and just through access to headquarters, to having someone at the other end of the phone, I think it gave members a great sense of reassurance that there was someone there.
It was almost like a family coming together. And while we might not have all got on at the time, and while there might be disagreements, you know, when push came to shove, everyone stood together, you know, and at times the VFI stood in front, you know, and as an organisation, it took the brunt of it.
There is definitely strength in numbers. The VFI, I think, even the last 2 years has really showed me the importance of the VFI from a lobbying point of view. But if you look at what happened here in Ireland between the wage subsidies, commercial rates waivers, a number of different initiatives instigated by the VFI, it's critical. As they say, it's you only miss the water when the well runs dry. And I think the last 2 years have really shown me the importance of the VFI.
You know, we often get queried as to, you know, what does the VFI actually do? But when you consider the unity that we had in a collective voice, going to government departments, expressing our concerns, outlining what we needed, and getting listened to, you know, for anyone that thinks that the VFI isn't an effective or a necessary trade to represent publicans, well, you know, why don't they go try and knock on the doors of Leinster House on their own and see how far they get?
Without them, I think we're in really big trouble. And I said, from all the grants we got, to the restart grants, then we got to the COVID payments. It was great. It got us through that period.
If anything, the last 2 years have opened our eyes has forced us to look at new opportunities, be it outside space, food offerings, entertainment offerings, and everything to bring people into the pub. But I think it's shown the country and outside the country the importance of the Irish pub.
So the Irish pub is part of our heritage. You know, is very, very unique in the way it works. It's often replicated, but it's never actually captured correctly. It is unique to Ireland. It is unique to a traditional pub, you know, and it is part of our culture that will be lost unless we protect it.